All right, so after 3 weeks of working on your own, we are back and ready to go through some chapters. This week, we're going to cover 2 chapters, chapters 1 and 2. And we have a little bit of work to add on. But like I said, keep working through module 1 if you haven't finished it yet, because the knowledge there will help you out both for the test and as a pen tester. Every chapter has a "do I know this" at the beginning. It does not count against your grade. It is 0 points, but definitely do it if you haven't done so already to see where you stand, because you might find that there are chapters where you know enough that the chapter will be more review for you than actual new learning. And it helps you focus on where you need to spend more time versus not so much. It only takes 5 minutes and it's a couple of questions, but I highly suggest doing the "do I know these." Chapter 1. What is the difference between an ethical hacker and a non-ethical hacker? And I am looking at the YouTube chat, Discord, and Zoom, so you can answer in either place. Unless you're cheating and you already know the answer, that's totally fine too. The difference between an ethical hacker and a non-ethical hacker all comes down to one thing, and that is the motive. Both groups use the same tools. Both groups use the same methodologies. Both folks work the same way, with the only difference being the motive. Our threat landscape changes basically on the daily, with new 0 days, new threats appearing every day. We have to find those vulnerabilities in our defenses, in the systems that we have on our network, and patch them up. Because the last thing we need is something like WannaCry or other botnets taking over our systems because we weren't prepared for them. As pen testers, we have to find where the vulnerabilities are and patch them, whether that's on a system, on an application, on a process, on a policy. That's all our domain. Because it's our job to think like the bad guys and snuff out any possibilities of the bad guys winning. Our testing methodologies will range. They can be web applications, they can be network infrastructure, they could be wireless network, could be physical, and could be social engineering. If our organization has a website and what organization doesn't have a website, we should ensure that there are no misconfigurations, that if we're accepting any input, it's validated, that we prevent any injection issues and logic flaws. We need to make sure that any supporting database is protected. When we're talking network infrastructure, are all the switches and routers and firewalls up to date? Are they properly configured? Our wireless network, does it reach further than it should? Is it vulnerable? Is there a way for somebody to downgrade attack and be able to get in through web? Physically, do we have the proper physical perimeter set up, like guards, gates, fencing? Depending on what we have internally will depend what we need to have externally. And social engineering. Are our workers Uh, are our workers educated? Do they understand what a social engineering call sounds like, or an email, or a message? Uh, are you testing your users to be on guard? Methodologies, there are a number of methodologies that are already in existence that we can take. For example, for anything web related, you have OWASP. There are pen testing execution standards, the PTES. If our organization handles anything credit card related, we have PCI, the payment card industry data security standard. NIST has a publication for this kind of stuff as well. We have we have standards that we can implement into what we do. We can't, not only can we can't, because we're right on the border of legal illegal. We need to use standards to ensure that our work is above board, but also keep our motives in check. Because, like I said, we're dealing with things that can easily spin in the wrong way, right? Quickly. As part of your learning, you should have your own lab. I have provided instructions for you to create your lab in the cloud, just because it's easier for students to be able to deploy stuff on the cloud, because not everybody has a server or spare systems at home to spin up, and give you credit, Google credit, so you don't have to pay for it. But you should have some form of your own lab that you can build and test from. And we'll be logging on to other systems in order to give you those environments to practice on in this course. Any questions on chapter 1? Yes, you can use a Raspberry Pi as a server. It won't give you a whole lot of capability because it's small, but yes.